Happy Juneteenth Day, everybody, and weekend celebrations. My shirt, Juneteenth, and then it says we are free-ish since 1865. I'm your girl, Michelle Hope Walker. So again, celebrating Juneteenth, continuing on in the movement of continuing to help us to be free. I know one of the events I went to today, and today is June 18, 2023, Leimert Park, Little Africa area here in Los Angeles, California, South LA area, where they talked about reparations. And I believe in reparations, yes, and you might want to watch The Big Paycheck on PBS. Even in watching that, and that's on PBS, so everybody can get that free. Them even explaining the 40 acres in a mural, and that really comes from back in 1865, when we talk about the year 1865, about how even then they were immediately trying to give reparations and land to the newly freed slaves. But then, they didn't finish doing the process. Abraham Lincoln got killed, and then other things just happened, and they never did. So that's where we're still asking for it. And I like how on that film, on the Big Paycheck film on PBS, they're talking about, it's not so much about where sometimes people are like, well, we shouldn't be accountable for what, and this is what they were saying, where they had white people talk. Actually, it was I can't think of his McCollum, or I can't think of the name, in Congress with the Senator Mitch. Is it Mitch McCollum? Yeah. But anyway, where he was saying that he didn't think it was a good idea for people now, meaning white people now, to have to pay for what their ancestors done. But then in this film, The Big Paycheck, the Big Paycheck, or The Big Payback, on PBS, and it's actually on right now. This is June 18, 2023. But I like how they talked about, this is about policies. This is about restoration. It's not even about the point of, but this is what it's about, because I don't put words in their mouth with it, but you have to watch the film. And I was like, right, that is so true. And people think, oh, well, I didn't do it. Well, it's not about if you did it, but it's about that they were saying, though, that them challenges still exist. And those challenges, what Black people were robbed from, still have not been taken care of all these years since 1865. And so, like I said, we had a honeymoon period for a moment where they were giving land, doing things, and then they quickly took that back. So that's the Civil Rights Reconstruction era, and you all can look that up. But anyway, so I'm your girl, Michelle Hope Walker. So free. I was actually looking for a Juneteenth shirt, and I ran up on this shirt, because I think this might be one of the only shirts they have. But the more I look at it, the more I'm like, that does fit. Juneteenth, because we talk about Juneteenth, we're celebrating the freedom. Are we really free now? My thing is, when Black people can walk into a store and people not follow them all over the store suspiciously, thinking that they're about to do something wrong, then we're free, when we don't have to deal with that. Right now, the murder rate of Black women are going all the way up. I just read something where even in Chicago, where the murder rate was high, majority of that high number, the murder rate, was Black women that have been murdered. And that's not even just in Chicago, it's everywhere. That's just what I just recently seen. Black women being kidnapped, Black women being murdered, Black women, just all kind of different things going on. And the sad part about it is when things happen to Black women, people don't tend to care as much as when it happens to a white woman, or even to some of the other races. So that's why, again, it's so important for us to stand up for our rights, to attend different meetings where it's, it's talking about making sure, Black people are getting their rights that are already written on the books for us to have, so the right to safety, the right to freedom, the right that if a Black woman goes missing, that the police